Hello everyone, I am CA Surbi Punshi, Indirect Tax Expert at ClearTax. First of all, I would like to thank each and everyone for attending today's session of Master of Tax, an exclusive live webinar series brought to you by ClearTax. So in this today's third episode of the series, we are going to talk about how to rise above the professional challenges of CA practice. So to discuss this, we have with us CA Shri G. Shekharji, who is a past chairman of Direct Tax Committee ICI. Before we begin this webinar, I would like to welcome our founder and CEO Archit ji. Archit was selected for the Fortune 40 Under 40 Entrepreneurship Awards. ClearTax was also listed by Tech in Asia as one of the top fintech startup in India and was recognized by the Economics Times and NDTV Gadget as the best tax filing website in the country. I would request him to speak a few lines.
Welcome to the third edition of Masters of Tax. I am very excited to have CS G. Shekhar with us today. He's joining us from Chennai, and he'll be talking to us about one topic which we don't think about very often, but how to rise above the professional challenges of CA practice. So I think this is going to be a fantastic topic and a very interesting area of discussion. I'll just give Shekharji's background and welcome him with this welcome address. With a career spanning over 34 years, he is the founder and faculty member of direct taxation at the Shri Guru Kripa Institute of Management. He is a member of the Central Council of ICAI. He's one of the board members of the Airport Authorities of India. And these are just one of the many roles that he has played. Along with this, he's been chairman on a number of committees of ICAI, including banking, financial services, insurance, professional development committee on management accounting, amongst others. So with that said, welcome, sir. We are very excited to have you. I'm personally looking forward to this session, and we'll take it from here.
Thank you, Arjit Gupta. Thank you, Shruti. I also want to thank Priyanka for coordinating with me for your last couple of days. First, I thank the ClearTax to give me a different opportunity to interact with the people of the chartered accountancy, and I may be some other professionals also be there who is dealing in tax, because ClearTax is not only for chartered accountants, it is for other professionals also. I hope so that your customers, your well-wishers or your viewers will be there. So I am thanking everyone for God give us an opportunity to interact with you on the very, what we call it as a challenging time of COVID-19. Here I would like to, when the organizers ask me, what is the topic you want to speak, sir? Your direct tax, GST, this and that, all these things. More than that, according to me, with my experience as a chartered accountant, 34 years, council member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, author, faculty, advisor on all these things, I thought I can share my experience and knowledge how to meet the professional challenges. See, the day we born outside the womb of our mother, from that day, a living human being challenge start for us. I always used to tell, a just born child, make it to travel, it is a challenge. A traveling child, make it to walk is a challenge. Walking child to run is a challenge. Running child to ride a bicycle is a challenge. Riding a bicycle child to ride a two-wheeler, motor two-wheeler is a challenge. Driving a car is a challenge. Life is always challenge, because we are taking a new task in our life when we grow in our life over a period of time. So I won't say all these things are challenges. All these things are a learning process in life. Even in our professional life, I used to tell one thing. because I had qualified as a chartered accountant in 86, I had done my articleship in 82 to 85. I used to tell the today generation student, very simple manner. When I was the student, there is only one order called Manufacturing and Other Companies Audit Reports Order under Companies Act. There is no accounting standard. There is only a small book called Standard of Auditing Practice. The toughest problem in ZA final is your working capital management fund flow statement. But today you are learning a lot because of the technology developed, system changes, opportunity changes. 30 years back, getting a telephone connection in the city of Chennai or city of Mumbai or city of Delhi is a big challenge. Getting a telephone connection. Speaking to a relative is a challenge because people will calculate the cost. Talking from Chennai to Delhi in the peak hour of morning 10 o'clock, you have to pay per minute 150 rupees. Today, less than 1 rupee 50 paise, you are speaking to a person. Any number of minutes. So it is a technological development. So challenge always give invention, rise in life, rise in quality of life, rise in status of life. So change and challenge is inevitable in life. Unless the challenge comes, we human beings will never think what to do, what not to do, how to do, how we should not do. Do's and don'ts we learn only through the challenges. I will start in a simple manner. Please think, what is the secret and successful life? Generally, I used to say, why we are feeling challenged, why we are feeling stressed, why we are feeling pressurized? Because we are not giving importance for what is our focus, what are our wants, what is our expectation. I'm not speaking philosophy. We are not planning the situation according to the goal we set. I'm not able to see what is the ages or experience of the viewers now because I'm speaking before the machine. Generally, when we see in a group of audience, as a speaker, we know who are all sitting, what is their age group, expected age group, and what is there could have been the experience like that. Today, like a blind man seeing an elephant, I am speaking to a crowd without knowing the quality of the crowd or the age group of the crowd or the expectation of the crowd or the experience of the crowd. This is the challenge for me today. So when I'm speaking, I have to share certain things very, very important. I give you a simple example. One of the meeting, I'm addressing a young engineers of a particular software company. When I'm addressing a company, I ask the people, how do you want to go up in life? One person immediately said, I want to be like a Mukesh Ambani. I said only one question. Can you tell me in what way Mukesh Ambani is superior to you? Or he's such a big man, he's the richest man in the country, he's the 10th largest richest man in the world. All these things they have started telling all these things. He's the richest man in the Asia, all these things. I said, keep his balance sheet away from you. In what way he is bigger than you? I'm not against him. You want to grow in life, start from where you have to start. In what way he is, other than his balance sheet, what way he is superior to you? He immediately not able to answer. Then I said, he is also having 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears, normal human being. Every day morning, like you, he will have a breakfast, either idli or dosa or chapati or puri, something, lunch, little dinner, everything. He can maybe having 200 cars. He will travel only by 1 car. He cannot travel in a 2 car at the same time. He will travel. He may be having a house of 27 floors, but he can sleep only in a bed of 6 by 6 comfortable. Always he is equal, except his balance sheet. but learn from him one thing. He is a man who is having asset. If he wants, he can sit idle 24/7. Mukesh Ambani wants, he can sit idle without doing anything. Convert all his assets into money. Put it in State Bank of India. Put it in State Bank of India. Convert all his assets into money. Put it in State Bank of India. State Bank of India managing director will be happy. I got huge deposits, but you don't know where to invest. And he will get 5.5% interest for his assets. What is his income after paying 42% tax in this country? At the rate of 5.5% interest, his income is around 16,000 rupees. His income is 16,000 rupees. Per minute? No. Per hour? No. Per day? No. 16,000 rupees per second. That man is working 16 to 18 hours a day, 365 days. Why he is big? He is not considering his balance sheet. He is not considering the asset already he is having. He said, I will work. I have to work. So he is working for 16 to 18 hours a day. He is not seeing Saturday, Sunday, this day, that day, working, function day, all the day. All the days the man is working. So one thing is very, very clear. That is what we have to learn. You have to meet the challenge. Don't afraid of doing work. One word I will never like in the dictionary book is the word called tired. So he is working for 16 hours. What is the reason? Now I come back to you. He realized the time is the asset. Going to the office, traveling outside only I will work. It is not necessary for the professionals. For a professional knowledge is information. Information is now ready-madely available. Today we are sharing our knowledge. Time is the precious asset. Tamil, there is a proverb, kalam ponpondrathu. What it means, time is gold. Time is the most precious asset. I always used to tell the young generations, wherever I go, the most precious asset is the time. You invest your time for you, you will grow. You invest your time for others, others will grow. Whether it is sitting at home or going to the office or traveling or meeting the client. When you are investing your time for you, you will grow. When you are investing your time for others, others will grow. Very simple example I will tell you. In this country, on my own eyes, I have seen the greatest scientist, the past president of India, Dr. late Abdul Kalam. When he retired as a president of India, this country has given him only pension of rupees 1 lakh rupee per month. Even when he was employed as a president of India, his take-home salary is not more than 3 lakh. But at the same time, an eminent film actor, we are paying 50 crores or 100 crores per movie. I am not against any film personality. I am just comparing the word time is a precious asset. You want to rise in all the challenges, you have to invest your time for you. Why that particular film artist, that producer is giving 50 crore? Not just because he is having a followers, he is able to mobilize the crowd, lot of viewers for him because of they earn. One thing also learn from them. Particular heroes film, everybody is viewing. Not only they are spending the money of 150, 200 or 300 or 500 from their packet. They are investing 4 to 5 hours of their precious time. Suppose one hero's film is released on a particular day, let us assume today 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is his movie theater going to be released. How we are? 12 o'clock onwards, we are going to tell, I got the ticket, I am going for his first show. 1 o'clock, we start to dress up ourselves like a bride or bridegroom to sit in a dark room of a theater. And 2 o'clock, readily available outside the theater hall, 2:30, go and sit inside the theater. So punctual. For the growth of the hero, we invest our time from afternoon 12 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock till the movie is giving the word end, our time is invested for this hero. Like how many of people are investing? 1 crore people are investing. 1 into 5 hours average, 1 crore people, 5 crores of human hours are invested for the growth of the hero. Not only 300 to 500 rupees from his packet. So time is a precious asset for any human being. So the producer not only paid for the heroes, he knows that 1 crore people invested their time for the growth of this hero. You want to be a hero, you work in such a situation, make other people to invest their time for you. You always work in a style, make other people to invest time for you, you invest your time for you only. They are called the entrepreneurs. So time is the most precious asset. Invest for you. How to invest your time? More practically, use your time. First, when you are using your time, it is not only you are becoming recognized as a big professional in the society. Just because you are a highly knowledgeable professional in the society, you cannot live a comfortable, happy life. Divide your time. Use your time for your health. Few minutes back also I spoken to one of the coordinator of the ClearTax. We are not thinking of health today. What is the physical health or mental health? Both the health are more important. Physical health by a healthy food. Mental health by so many other type of exercise like meditation and other thing. Any one health, physical health is good, mental health is not good, you cannot rise in life challenges. Mental health is good, physical health is not good, you cannot rise from the health is the most important factor. Second important factor, keep harmony. Human value, humans are assets. Human values are assets. Today you want to be a successful person, so many people are successful because of the human connect. So as a professional, always think how many new human connect you can have. Human harmony. That human connect will come only through the human harmony. Don't immediately tell, sir, I am having a human connect. Exactly 1 year back, I gave a lecture on one of the political issue of a particular party for 7 minutes. That went on YouTube and other thing. One fine morning after the election is over, one person has shown me, your lecture got 11 lakh viewers. I said, I don't know who are the 11 lakh people. That is not human connect. Human connect means where you can share the human feelings, where you can have the human experience, where you can learn from the human. I'm not against any technology. That's what I used to tell. Today, because of the technology is the best friend and the worst enemy. Best friend for immediately giving the information. Worst enemy for touching the human feeling, touching the thinking process. It stops the human thinking process, basic essential process. Even today, young generation, young children who are going to the school, not even able to tell a multiplication table because of the technology, they are not able to do it. So don't lose your human thought process. That is most essential for any human being as a professional, because we all are professionals. So we have to invest our time for the human connect, for learning. That's what I used to tell a lot of youngsters. You may be intelligent, you may be efficient, you may be technology savvy. But what is the path I crossed called experience? That path of experience you can learn only through a very good human connect. You cannot learn through technology. Somebody is climbing Mount Everest. Today you can use a lot of equipments to climb Mount Everest. Technologically advanced equipments you can use to climb Mount Everest, not like the olden days, some anchor or stick like that. You can use a lot of technology, even for oxygen, anything. But when you are climbing, what are the challenges of path will come only from, you can learn from the person who has already climbed. That will get you, that experience you will get only through the human connect. So don't ignore the human connect. That is the most important, valuable asset, equal to time. That will always help you in appropriate term of learning. Simple as a professional example, I will tell you. As a professional, if you have good human connect with 10 experienced field people of direct tax, indirect tax, corporate law, even you may not be expert. Any doubt comes, you can call them, sir, this is one of the case I got this, what I can do, this is my view, what is your view? Immediately you can get it. For that, the human connect is important. Even to update knowledge, enrich your knowledge, meet the challenge. So help human connect. That these things are there, then the next stage we can go for the challenge. People are today come and tell you and ask, sir, what is the professional opportunities available? What is the professional opportunities available? Opportunity never will come and knock at your door. Converting the situation to the advantage of the benefit of you, converting the situation to the advantage of the benefit of you and to the advantage of your environment and the society is called opportunity. Is called opportunity. I give you a small example. I am in Chennai. I am also a council member. One young chartered accountant from a small town who recently qualified came and met me. And he asked me the question, sir, I want to start my practice in a small Mofussil town. I don't have much opportunities. I don't know how to rise up yourself. I ask a question. Why not, if you want more opportunity, more thought process, why not you come to the metro, big cities? No, sir, I am comfortable. My parents are there. I want to serve where I started my life and career. I am more happy there than coming to city like Chennai or going to Bangalore or Hyderabad like that or Delhi, anywhere. Then I said, so you mentally decided you don't want to come out of your place. But at the same time, you want to find an opportunity for you. Then I asked the question, why the opportunities you are thinking not much available? No, sir, in my area, no big companies, no big tax audit client, no big business, only very few people are there. Okay. I said, the God has given an opportunity to learn in your profession of chartered accountancy or cost accountancy or company secretary, whatever the profession you are having. Especially, I am the chartered accountant, I can base on the profession. A basic entry of pausing in the books of account, debit the receiver to credit the giver to become an insolvency professional and valuation professional. Making a chartered accountant from the basic knowledge of accountancy to a insolvency professional or valuation professional or independent director, like that, all the opportunities are given for you to learn and make yourself specialized. In this process, one extra power has been given to you is doing attestation function and assurance function is certification of balance sheet or certification of certain records as per the requirements of certain laws like banking, insurance or income tax law or GST law. It is an additional power. It is not the only thing you can do. It is not the only activity you can do. You can do any number of any activity from the knowledge you gain through your profession, the knowledge gained through your course. The boy is little confused. He is not able to understand. I asked direct, simple question. From your residence or from your office, how many +2 schools are there teaching commerce? Sir, in my town itself, 7 schools are there. How many students will be studying? He said, average per school, 60 people are 7 schools, around 420 students will be there, or little more or less will be there. That means you are living in a place, going to start in a practicing area where there are 420 students are there plus 2 who doesn't know, learned. They are learning the commerce through a commerce teacher who's learned BCom, MCom or MPhil or PhD. They have not learned commerce from a person who is expert in commerce in that area. You are the chartered accountant. Why not you start a small education institution there? Only for 2 to 3 hours of your valuable time to invest for them. You can also learn, you can also earn. It is an opportunity. Oh, after doing CA, can I teach plus 2 level? Sorry. Knowledge, there is no qualification. Knowledge is transmitting knowledge. So many big industrialists are not qualified people. So many business houses, the head of the business houses are not academically qualified people, but life they are more experienced people. So your qualification is not the yardstick for carrying on your profession of knowledge. I said very, very clearly, in your hometown, how much is the fees charge? Sir, per month, 1,500 rupees. Even 50 people you will get, you will earn 75,000 rupees salary and entry level just to working 3 hours a day. So you are having an opportunity of your what you learned. That is what a portion of your lifetime you can invest. Every day, not I am asking you to invest 16 hours a day. A portion of your 16 hours of time, other than your sleeping time, you invest for teaching. There you can have a satisfaction. Then you can also helping the society to learn properly. You are also getting certain return on investment for your time invested. One area. Second, I said, you want to develop your business in your Mofasal area. I asked only one question. When you qualified, he said 1.5 years, 2 years back, sir. I asked a question. In 30 kilometer, generally today 30 kilometer means anywhere in this country. Maximum, except certain metros like Bangalore or Mumbai or Delhi, sometime in Chennai, maximum traveling time is 1 hour. Because Bangalore I cannot guarantee. Even sometime travel for 2 kilometers, it will take 2 hours. But I asked, you are living in a Mofasal area, for your 1 hour travel of radius time, how many banking institution, bank branches are there? He asked me a question. I asked a question. I don't know, sir. Sir, you are going to be a practicing chartered accountant. You are a practicing chartered accountant. You said you want to grow. You want a professional opportunity. The professional opportunity will not come to you. You have to search for professional opportunity. Where every businessman will go. Every businessman will go only to one place. Everybody who is having finance will go to only to one place, bank. 99% of the population having money, they will only go to the bank, they will only invest in the bank, only institution. So unless you know the banking people, how the banking people will know there is a chartered accountant there? So I told him, connect with the human. Who are the bank managers, minimum 1 kilometer radius. All the people should be your friends who is working in a banking sector. Because every business community person will go to the bank. Tomorrow that business community person or a finance person want to have something, think of clarification of doubt on direct tax, indirect tax or GST or any advice on education or any advice on corporate law matter. If he consult, if he asks my banking friend, the banking friend, I know one good chartered accountant, young boy is there, you can go to him, he will help you. You are not canvassing. You are telling that you are a person available, you are making him as a friend. That human connect. That human connect will get you improvement. So they will know, bank manager will come to you, sir, we have started a bank here. Unless you are a very big person. You have to connect with those people. Then automatically you will get a human connect. to get the business. Because I've seen the community. You want always a big client. People will come and ask me, sir, I want a big client. What is the new opportunity available? What is the big opportunity available? All these things asked. Practically, I would like to share certain information. In this country, there are more than 3 lakhs chartered accountant. On 3 lakhs chartered accountant, 1,20,000 chartered accountants are in practice. But at the same time, less than 20 lakhs cases are only tax audit cases. It means in this country, as per the report of the Government of India recently given, around 20 lakhs of the business houses, it may be proprietary, it may be partnership, it may be HUF, it may be cooperative society, or it may be a private limited company, or a public limited company, or a listed company, all put together, only 20 lakhs business entities are coming under tax audit. It means doing a turnover of above 2 crore. That is the situation. That is the situation. It means 1.2 lakh chartered accountant practicing. So every auditor only 20 cases. Out of these 20 lakhs cases, another interesting factor I have to tell. There are 11,60,000 companies only registered in India as per the government report as on 31/3/2019. Around 11,60,000 companies, only 6,900 companies are listed companies. My dear viewers, only 6,900 companies are only listed companies. Balance of 11,53,000 companies or unlisted company. It may be a private limited company or a public limited company or a deemed public limited company or a Section 8 company. This 11 lakh company is not the additional opportunity of audit. This 11,50,000 companies is within the 20 lakhs. And out of the total business community, 1 crore 20 lakhs of people, business houses only registered for the GST. That means nearly 1 crore people are below 2 crore turnover, below 40 lakhs turnover. They are 40 lakhs to 2 crore turnover. 1 crore people registered in GST. See, these are the information today now available for me to, what is the society I am living, what is the opportunity available, how I can convert it into opportunity. How can I convert it into opportunity? As a finance professional, only 1% of the case is going to appeal. Today, newspaper will give, tomorrow morning Economic Times will give, or Business Standard will give you a news, or Business Line will give you a news. More than 8 lakh cases are pending in income tax in various appellate authority level. Immediately, as people will think, oh, 8 lakh appellate cases are there. But as a chartered accountant with experience, I will say nothing. It is nothing. 8 lakh cases pending in High Courts or Supreme Court is nothing. For a country like India, why I am saying nothing? These cases of 8 lakh cases is not related to 1 year. It is related to 15 years or 20 years. In India today, I am having per year 8 crore associates are filing return. Latest report is 8.34 and it is increased to 11 crores. Their target. 8.34 crores of assessee, 8 lakh cases are pending. One means it is not every year. For the so many years of assessment, normally 2 years assessment is pending in the hands of the assessing officer. Then first appellate authority, then second appellate authority tribunal, third appellate authority High Court, Supreme Court. Not for 1 year. So many years put together, only 8 lakh cases. Okay, considering the size of the number of judges in High Court and Supreme Court, the numbers may be very high. But considering the number of the assessees in the country, appellate cases are less. That means one thing first you have to learn. 99% cases are not going for appeal, only procedural compliances. So make yourself expert in procedural compliances. Advise your client. Recently, this is a COVID situation. One of the executives spoken to me from one of the company. He is an young executive. Sir, in this COVID situation, my office is closed. They are telling they are going to cut 20 to 30% of my salary. I have to manage my finance. I don't know what I have to do. When he has spoken to me like that, I said, what is the problem for you? It is a temporary situation. No, sir, fund flow got affected, cash flow got affected. I am having a commitment of housing loan. All these things he taught. Then I said, do you have a credit card? He said, yes, sir, I'm having a credit card. Sir, if I use the credit card, they are charging interest. I said, credit card is one of the middle income group funding instrument. Provided you know how to use it properly. If you don't know how to use your credit card, then you are not fit to be a person. First, advise the client. It is also financial advice. How to use the credit card onwards is a financial advice. Today, the population doesn't know. My dear viewers, you do one small survey today. I will tell you how to use the credit card. Most of you may know that because you are finance professionals. But 90% of the population who is having credit card doesn't know how to use the credit card. How to take the maximum advantage of the credit card. So many business people, I come to make them to do business through credit card. Young, small business people. Because India is a populated country, that small business is only the growing business. I give you, what is the credit card usage, I tell you. Credit card, normally if you use properly, you can get minimum 45 days credit without any interest. Only thing you have to plan your purchase. Every credit card will have a statement, what is the billing date. See the billing date. So that is the fixed date they will bill you. From the billing date, within 1 week time, whatever you want to buy for your 1 month family requirement. This is what I advise that particular executive spoken to me. Within the bill, from the bill date, within 1 week time, you buy whatever your family requirement for the household purposes. See, just because you are having a credit card, you go on swiping and creating loan for you, then you are not fit. You should know where to use the credit card. The objective of issuing credit card or release of credit card in the world is not taking loan. The objective of using the credit card, enjoy 1 month credit free of interest. 45 days credit free of interest. How? This is what is the planning. Why I am telling a professional challenge. Advise so many people, your name will be go up. Oh, this person is advising me very good, very properly, according to the requirement. Between the billing date, within 1 week you purchase. Suppose the billing date is 15, before 21st or 22nd, make all purchase. The bill will come, suppose you buy on within 22nd of May, your due date of payment will come on July 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th from a particular credit card company. 45 days credit. But only thing you have to think, you have to keep, suppose you purchase for 40,000 rupees, your 40,000 rupees is in the account. That's what I used to advise the people. Keep 1 month salary, don't spend it. 40 you are going to spend for that 1 month, use the credit card, next month pay. So automatically 1 month salary will be in your credit account. You know how to save. Why I am telling this? Only a professional, finance professional can analyze. Sir, I want to share one information. The whole world is coming to India, Asia, Simple reason, India is having a human asset. Why everybody is focusing on India? Why everybody is focusing on India? India is having human asset. Today, so many channels. I also address on so many TV channels. In the last 2 months, at least 10 times I address in the channels. When they speak about what is India is a human asset. Why all the mobile companies are coming? In this country, 130 crore population there. If I get 1% of the population as my customer for my brand of a particular mobile, what is 1.1%? 1 crore 30 lakh people. That's all. I am a very big company. 130 lakhs people I am selling my mobile phone in this country. I am a very big company. And once in 3 years, that they know that they will have to change the phone. They are using our population. We are not using our knowledge on our own population. We are not using our own knowledge on our population to rise up ourselves and make the society also to rise. Make humans who are living in the downtrodden and middle income to rise. That's what I used to tell. You are having an ambition. Every person yearning, you have to work for him like a wealth management advisor or a finance advisor, or if it is a non-corporate small business entity, serve him like a CFO, like that. Then automatically your rating will go. Any field and every field you should know how to advise. That is professional opportunities. That is what is called professional opportunities. I am having a population doesn't know how to use a credit card. I am having a population out, they have to take a housing loan. How many people are know how to take a housing loan? Go and ask them. Today, give you a call. You give a call to 10 people, at least 3 people. That means 30% of the people committed the mistake. How many people know how to take an insurance? For what value they have to take an insurance? I give you a simple example. With insurance. As per the insurance norms, insurance is to cover the risk of the value of the asset if it is other than human being. Risk of the value of the assets. For human being, for us, the insurance is to cover the risk of the earning to the family. Risk of earning to the family. Suppose you are earning yearly 10 lakh rupee. Today you have to cover yourself for 1.5 crores of term insurance. Then only tomorrow, in any contingency, anything happen, your family will get minimum 70% of your earnings. I give you a small example. Think of a person who is earning 10 lakh, who is not properly insured, an young executive. Something happened to him. The family lost the earning member. The family will go to the dark rooms. The young executive, the day he started earning, he covers with a term insurance 12 to 15 times. 10 lakh is earning. He covers himself 1.5 crores. Average 6% return. Anything happened to him, 1.5 crore, the family will get 6% return, safety investment with banking or any government securities. Average 6%, today rate. It may go down because of COVID, but average rate 6%. One point of time it was 8%. His family will get 9 lakh rupee. Almost 80-90% of his annual income covered. But when to take this policy? When he was too young. Between the age of 25 to 30, 90% of the youngsters doesn't know. As a professional, you go and advise. This is a professional opportunity. Challenge is where I can get the profession. Advise the community, human population. India, human population is the asset. Enjoy it. Educate it. enrich it, you also grow. You also grow. This is what I would like to tell. Say they don't know how to take insurance, how to take a housing loan. I've seen the people today, young generation, joining the employment, 50,000 rupees salary. Immediately, first he will do for the 50,000 rupees salary, third month he will go and buy an iPhone. 30,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees. Sixth month he will buy a bike. Within 3 years, his salary will go up to 75,000 or 80,000. Immediately he buy a car for 6 lakh rupees. What he purchased? What he purchased? All are depreciable asset. 30,000 rupees or iPhone or any model of the Android phone, it is a depreciable asset. Once in 3 years, you have to change maximum. The bike, what you purchase for 80,000 or 1 lakh or 1 lakh 20,000, you have to replace. 6 lakhs rupees of worth of car you purchase within 7 years or 8 years, it will valueless. Advise those people, first generation population coming for employment, they are telling, sorry, it is status, enjoyment, sorry. Status is counted through how much wealth you can create. Plan yourself. You are your first line employed person, first time employed person in a good organization after education from your middle income group or loyal middle income group. Advise those people. That population is huge in this country. Everyone want to conduct the audit and sign the balance sheet of ONGC or Reliance or Infosys. Sorry, not possible. I already told. Only 6,500 listed companies are only there in this country. Nobody coming to India to serve the listed companies. Every foreign company is coming to serve only the human community. As a professional, you also start thinking of human community. For whom what to tell? Sir, I can swear before these viewers. I can swear before these viewers. Recently mean within last 6 years. I used to go to Green Trend for my hairdressing. I used to grow. I'm telling a practical example. How to create an entrepreneur. I seen a young boy of 18, 19 years. Very energetic working there. I watched him for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Whenever I go, I will tell this boy only I want. Whenever he is available, I will go that time. 1.5 years, I watched that boy. Then I inquired about him. What is your family? He came from a very, very small family from a remote place of the extreme south of Tamil Nadu in a small village. That family is serving in Chennai. I asked him, what is your salary? He said monthly 16,000. I have to meet a target of 45,000, and every extra money being doing, they will give me a share of percentage as incentive. All these things, because I am a finance professional, sitting with him for 1 hour or 1.5 hours for my hairdressing and other thing. I also take the input. I said, you are having a nice expertise in your hand. Why not you think of starting your own organization? So whenever I go, I will used to talk to him. Then he said out, sir, after 3 months or 4 months, he came and asked me, sir, I think of how to do everything. Then I said how to start, what is the investment you require, how to find the place, all advice I given. Today that boy is running a unit. He is a GST registered as a C. I'm not proud of myself. I am telling, convert the things into opportunities. You are seeing a person who is capable of doing, convert him into an opportunity for the society. He is also growing, you are also growing, others are growing, and society is also growing. Country is growing. We are thinking what will do. I will tell you one thing, very, very practical in life, accept the truth. All the paddy you throw in the field will not grow. Go to the agriculturalist and ask. When you want to create paddy, first he will throw the paddy seeds in the field. All the paddy seeds he has thrown in the field will not form as a paddy plant. Only few seeds will form as a paddy plant. So when you are in a profession, you go on investing your time and energy with people. Over a period of time, good seeds will convert and it will start growing. This is the opportunity challenge. But what we are always thinking, like a Chennai auto wala. Like a Chennai auto wala. Chennai auto wala, you do what you will do? I will go for 2-time travel or 3-time travel. Within 3 people I traveled, you have to earn big money, 2,000 rupees, feel happy. Like that, we want only few clients who can pay like that. For my time invested, whether I am getting return on investment. That is the most important thing you have to calculate. But one more thing I would like to tell the professional community, especially most of you chartered accountant, you learned ABC analysis, always better control system for inventory accounting, active-based costing in your knowledge of final examinations. But life as a professional, you want to be a successful person, you should know another ABC. This is most important. Active-based charging the client. There is no free cup of tea. Today, most of the chartered accountant doesn't know how to charge their client. Every advocate, generally they will charge for every hearing, every adjournment, everything. Every time you visit your doctor, he will charge. Nothing free of cost. No free cup of tea in profession. Charity only with needy people, not yearning people. Don't do charity with yearning people. You start charity with yearning people, then you lose life. Charity has to be done only to the needy people. We professionals doing charity to the yearning people, telling that if you ask me to conduct a tax audit for your firm, all your partners' return is free. You give your audit for a company, all your director returns are free. Sorry, then you can't do profession. Learn from the business community. Learn from the business community. You go to a hotel, watch what you are learning there. Everywhere you can learn. Go to a hotel. There the hotel wala tell, fixed limited meal. He will give you a rice, fixed quantity, vegetable fixed quantity, everything fixed quantity. And he will give one aplam also. Suppose the aplam is so tasty, if you ask, give me another aplam, the hotel wala will tell, 10 rupee extra, sir. If you ask, 1 cup curd extra, sir, it is extra, sir. So you should know how to charge extra. Whatever is extra, you should know how to charge. Without charging, learn how to charge. Then it will be a challenge for you. Activity-based charging, you have to learn from the system because we are living in the society. And avoid negative thoughts. Every word negative. Always people tell, sir, how it is possible, sir. Instead of using the word how it is possible, always it is a possible. Instead of using the word impossible, you use I am possible. Even I don't like the word fear. I used to give, this is a word, the meaning has to be changed. It has to be used as an abbreviation. Feel energetic, act for result. Feel energetic, act for result. So avoid negative thoughts, avoid negative words, avoid negative feelings. World full of opportunities are. Everywhere, anywhere, opportunity is there. You can see the inventions which is going on, same thing you can do. But ultimately one thing, select the field you want to be one point of time expert. All the field you can't do. Today I am seeing, just because Government of India introduced insolvency, every chartered accountant want to do insolvency profession. I will ask, do you want every company created in this country to go become insolvent? Every businessman has to go to insolvent? I written a book on insolvency, sorry. To earn money, not to advise any insolvency. Name and fame, not to advise insolvency. not to go for insolvency. Everybody start learning insolvency. I'm not against learning, but it is an objective is there. But don't think that how can I practice as an insolvency professor? Where I get the opportunity like that? If anything comes, time permit, do it. But one point of time, make yourself as an expert in a particular field. And because I have been given exactly 60 minutes time, I have to conclude. I will tell certain points. I'm not talking about politics, but I would like to share one information. Even in the COVID situation, we are seeing lot of news channels. We are thinking our people are suffering, this, that, because negative thoughts are going into the mind. Even I want to tell you, even the news channels or anybody doing, they are doing their business. It is not serving the humanity community. They are doing business how to increase their TRP rating to get more money for their advertisement. So only the hot news they are selling, marketing the hot news. What I learned, so many channels I worked up. I also address so many channels. I already told you. They are telling what they are telling. So India, they have not given money. One political party says give 5,000 per month to the people, needy people. Another government is giving 500 rupees. This is not correct. That is not correct. One of the channel I answered. Do you know one thing? India has given 20 crore people. Positively think. India has given 20 crore people in the Jan Dhan Yojana account 500 rupees. Woman assassi. Woman people Jan Dhan Yojana account. 3 months, 1,500 rupees they given. It is equal to what? Have you realized? It is equal to what? Oh, only 20 crore people, 500 rupees, small money. Seeing the 500 rupees in our hand, we are thinking as a professional. It is equal to what? 10 times of the British population. 10 times of the British population. They are telling Britain they have given the $500, 500 euro or like that. We have given 10 times of the British population 500 rupees every month. We have given 2 times of the US population 5 kg of rice every month. Why not we feel positively and proud? We have given an opportunity to serve these people, this country. This government is to serve the people in a positive manner than thinking. We always compare a negative and we will pull down our own leg. That's what I used to tell. When you want to win a game of kabaddi, you have to pull other person's leg. Here we are pulling our own leg. We are not doing. We have done that much. Always positively think. That is the most important factor. The last 2 things I would like to share. Challenge is inevitable. Life is always challenge. We will never like to see a cricket match unless there is 11 players are surrounding the 2 batsmen. We never love to enjoy a football match unless there is 11 players are against playing. So life is always challenge. But think one thing, whenever the challenge comes, one flower, I'm not talking politics, one flower. I think so, you know a flower called lotus. I don't know how many of you seen the lotus flower in the pond. The pond level water it is one of the proverb in Tamil, I'm telling in English. When the water level is 5 feet, the lotus flower will be above 5 feet. When the water level is 50 feet, the lotus flower in the pond will be above 50 feet. When the water level is 500 feet, the lotus flower will not sink. It is above 500 feet. So, life is always challenge. Like a lotus flower, make yourself to rise above the level of challenges. What we human beings are. God has created birds to fly. We human being only invented Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan to go to moon and Mars. God created fish to live inside the water. We created submarines. We human being created submarines to live inside the sea for years. God has created a nice tasty mango. When I take a mango fruit directly from the tree and keep it outside, its life is only 3 to 4 days maximum. But we human being only invented nice maza juice, fruit juice, expiry period 9 months. So one thing from that we have to learn. Life is an opportunity of learning. Learn. God has created us to rise above the level of challenges, natural challenges. We have been given opportunity to rise above the level of challenges. We have to win. Work towards the success in life. Success is not only name, fame, money, asset, status. Ultimately, all you created should give permanent happiness in your life. Don't forget that. Happiness in life, in the name of happiness, you should not in the name of asset, name, fame, money, you should not sacrifice your happiness. Happiness is the most vital factor in your life. So work towards, invest your time. Opportunity is very high, and opportunity will never come and knock at your door. Opportunity, through our learning process, you have to create. And one thing I will tell you as a professional, never forget the word of learning in your life. Life is a learning process. Every second, every minute, every hour, every time you think, learn. Once you are having, it is a habit of learning. Remove the word L from that learning or learn. Yearning will come. It may be money, it may be name, it may be firm, it may be anything will come. Experience, happiness, everything will come. Ultimately, I want to conclude with the words of Swami Vivekananda, which is a biggest mantra for me in my life as a success. Never lose faith in yourself. You can do anything in the universe. Never lose faith in yourself. You can do anything in the universe. Awake, arise, achieve. All the best for you. Thank you, viewers. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to interact with you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this valuable session, and it was really very motivating and insightful session. We actually learned so many things, and we understand like what all opportunities we have, and actually we were motivated and like, okay, we can do so many things in our life. With this, actually, there are a lot many users who have asked some of the queries. So I want you, if you can answer these queries. So I will just take one by one. So one of the participants is asking, in the initial stage of practice, shall we go for an office in a highly rated area where our rent and other office expenses are about to exceed, but we are going to earn? Or whether the offices in posh area or highly rated areas affect our work?
First thing, what is, when you are initial day of practice, who is going to invest for practice? Because I have to share my experience, because you asked about the initial day of practice. I am the son of a laborer. My father has seen 1,000 rupees earning in 1988 at the time of his retirement. So I have to depend on my own earnings for my practice. So it always depends upon, I will tell you one thing. No client will see your office and come. Every client see your service and come. So I always advise, what is your commitment? It is not the posh area or either area. What is your commitment towards your life from the day when you enter the practice? Your family is not depending on your earning. The family can support for your first 2 or 3 years of practice for your working capital requirement and anything. Accordingly, you decide. Everything you have to do it, then you have to plan. My family expenditure, I have to meet this much. My office expenditure, this much I can have. Then where you have to reduce your cost. That is the reason, my friend, I want to tell you. You learned costing, how to plan your costing, how to make cost reduction programs. So use it. This is according to your environmental, family situation, requirement situation only I can advise. I cannot give you a general advice. Means I will tell what is your costing requirement for your family from your practice. Accordingly you decide.
This is really great. And actually, you shared your own experience that actually help us in knowing, okay, there were difficulties everyone faced, but this is very important how we tackle with it and how we do that. With this, I will just go towards the second question, and user is asking.
I give you a small 1 minute. I will give you a small example. I'm a new practitioner. I can have a OnePlus phone in my hand 7. I can have another model, Mi model, which is having facility with 12,000 or 15,000. Or I can have a mobile phone with 30,000. Or I can have an iPhone with 1 lakh. This is my holding capacity. But at the same time, I will tell what is your requirement. Suppose you are a first-time professional, you have to first establish yourself, then you have to establish your family. Wherever you have to cut down the cost, you have to cut down the cost. I will advise, go for your 10,000 rupees mobile phone than going for your 30,000 rupees mobile phone. Because 20,000 rupees will help you to meet your apprentice stipend for 10 months, the 20,000 rupees. The 20,000 rupees is, tomorrow you are constructing a house to furnish a restroom, and which is life is 20 years to 30 years. You're furnishing a washroom or restroom. The 20,000 rupees you are investing on a depreciable asset. All are cost planning. What situation you are, accordingly only we can advise as a professional. Already you are living born in a very good family and you want to do things, I will advise you and enjoy. You can have a Mac computer, you can have a iPad Pro, you can have a iPhone X. All this facility depends upon your environment. That's what you have to know. Whom, how to advise. What is their environmental requirement, environmental support.
Thank you, sir. With this, I will move towards the second question. Here, user is asking to start a professional work. What would be the best attitude? Right from the beginning, think big or think small, and then try to become big.
You want to have an attitude after 20 years. First, keep one thing in mind. Within 5 years, you should, suppose 2 persons are there, 2 chartered accountants. One is going for practice, another is going for employment. Within 5 years, either you have to match or go above the level of your professional colleague you went for employment. And you set a target. After 20, at the age of 22 or 23, you qualified, you are starting your practice. At the age of 45, where you should stand in your profession, set the target. At the age of 45, I should be like this person. My office should be like this. I should have all this facility. I should have be like this organized in the society. That is target for age of 45. Then it is 20 years plan. Then what is the 10-year plan? What is the 5-year plan? What is the 3-year plan? What is every year plan? Work on the back. Keep every plan as a goal and keep a target. Every year, there should be a minimum target of 25 to 30% rise in my professional earning capacity. For that, what I should do, work on that. Then thirdly, more self-discipline is essential when you are an individual practitioner. If you are working in a company, we know the gate will not open if you are going late. But we are in practice, we are comfortably, we will put our office board 10 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. But as the owner of the office, we will come at 11 o'clock. Office is open. 10 o'clock means work like a office. You are the boss. You should be there by 9:45. Then only your subordinate will respect you. After coming to the office, no sir, on the way I went and met the him sir, there sir, that is the reason I late sir, all these things. It may be exceptional situation, 1 or 2 days in a month, not all the days. No, my assistant will come and open the office. My client will come only at 10:30, 11 o'clock. That time only I will be busy. That time I will go. You put your discipline. Think of your company managing director. Think of this country's prime minister or chief secretary of the government. Their office is 9:15. They are sitting at 9:15. Think of your bank manager. 10 o'clock bank, 9:45 the bank manager will be inside, ready to open the cash, the employee. Then only your organization will grow. Punctuality is the most important self-discipline which is essential for your practice. Your client, you are saying 10 o'clock you are meeting, 9:55 the client should be afraid. The auditor will come 5 minutes in advance. He will never be 5 minutes late. Excuses are failures. In life, excuses are failures. Train is late, bus is late, scooter, sorry, traffic jam. That means you are not forecasted your planning of life. When you are traveling in a morning peak time, you have to forecast there may be a probability of a traffic jam. Using a traffic jam as an excuse, don't think that you can go late. Then you will not be respected in the society. Even 1 second late, 1 second you are late. It is not you are perfect.
With this, there's another question. The user is asking, how do you see the future of practicing advocates? Scope after GST.
How is the?
How do you see the future of practicing advocates? Scope after GST.
Sir, I already told you. Here, I will tell you only one important thing. As long as humans are there, dispute will be there. As long as humans are there, dispute will be there. As long as dispute is there, profession for advocate is there. Opportunity for advocate is there. But you should not choose only one area, one or two area related field you choose. GST with the direct tax or GST with customs and import export law, because it is interrelated. You cannot keep only GST. GST along with customs and government foreign policy, that is the related area, how you have to specialize yourself. That is what you have to think. Don't think only exclusively GST. Because suppose you are doing, your client is doing export and he has to take certain export benefits, how to advise everything. But one thing I always used to say, any scope for advocate is there, as long as human is there, opportunity for advocate is there, because none of the son always agree with the father, none of the daughter always agree with the mother, none of any human always agree with other human. Dispute will be there, opportunity for advocate will be there. Don't worry about that.
Thank you, sir. So with this, we'll just take the last question. Here, the user asking, most of the CA students are interested in doing their articleship in metro cities for gaining more practical knowledge and exposure. Due to this, the CAs who are practicing in non-metro cities are facing a huge scarcity of article assistants. How can a practicing chartered accountant or professional can tackle this issue?
This is a psychological problem for young students. They want to enjoy other person brand name, other person comfort, calling in the name of opportunity. I want to share very, very important information. I am the first apprentice for my auditor who started practice. My auditor started practice in 1978, February. I am his first apprentice in July 1982. First apprentice. And those days there is no bank audit. I had my articleship in a small town called Virudhunagar. Why I am telling all these things? You are talking about bigger office, small office, learning, professional opportunity. I will ask you one question. In this country, once the turnover crosses 1.5 crore, the GST law is same. Whether it is for Reliance or a person doing the same business. Compliance procedure wise. Reliance is doing 1 lakh crore turnover. For him, the same GST law. other person who is not after the composition scheme, 1.5 crore, 1.5 lakhs or 1.5 crore, above 1.5 crore, all the people, the salah is same. Very small or big, only numbers. That's what I used to tell. Some students will come and, where is the psychological problem? Why I told psychological problem? One person will tell, I have done the audit of Reliance. Certainly he has not done the audit of Reliance. As an apprentice, one department, one area, one small thing into the Reliance department he could have seen. Purchase consumable stores only he could have verified. Another person could have audited the Reliance distributor doing a turnover of 3 crore. He could have finalized everything. His knowledge is more. Because he could have finalized his private limited company balance sheet, he could have finalized his tax audit report, could have filed his TDS return, GST return, everything. His experience and exposure is very high. But psychologically, this person, oh, he went to Reliance audit. Sorry. This is psychological problem. I want to ask one thing. Any person earning above 10 lakh in this country, income tax law and tax rate calculation, everything is same. Only it is numbers. Small businessman will put an invoice for 10,800 rupees. Big company will put a single invoice for 10 crore, 80 lakhs rupees. Only the numbers differ. Knowledge is same. Law is same. Applicability is same. Procedure is same. You are psychologically gone by the numbers. Small firm, big firm, small opportunity, big opportunity. You are killing yourself, not the knowledge. I will tell you, if you go to the medium or small size office, you can learn lot at the root level. Learn lot at the root level. To become a successful chartered accountant, to become a very big tree, your foundation should be strong. You are going to a bigger office. Let me put one thing. You want to construct a building. Suppose you want to construct a 3-floor building, your foundation should be certain level. 30-floor building, foundation should be different level. 100-floor building, foundation should be different level. So that, like that, learning is a root level learning. If you are joining a bigger office, you will not learn anything at root level. I've seen so many people coming for practice after some time. They don't know how to write a partnership deed. They don't know how to write a trust deed. They don't know how to form a company. They don't know how to fill up a company name clearance form. Then what is the purpose you are calling as a chartered accountant? I have a exposure in a big firm. You don't know how to create. You don't want to only how to write English. I'm very, very sorry to say. You learn how to write English. You don't know how to create a company. You don't know how to create a trust. You don't know how to create a partnership firm. You don't know how to, you are not a creator. Somebody created, you know how to construct the 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor. Sorry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for answering these queries. And it's really very useful, and I hope people also have understood about whatever the queries they have asked. So with this, I would like to invite CA Preeti Khurana. She is a chartered accountant and has over 16 years of experience in accounting, taxes and audit. She also leads the content strategy for taxes at ClearTax.
Hello, sir, and thank you so much for sharing your valuable inputs and insights. It was a very motivational speech. I'm myself feeling very motivated, and I can see from all the participant comments that, especially in this time of crisis where we are all feeling a little sad, this was very energizing. And I think very important part of the Masters of Tax series. And we are really so happy that you could spare time for this, and we could learn from your experiences. It was very, very useful, and I'm sure all the participants will agree. Sir, once again, thank you. And I would like to thank all the participants for joining us today. Tomorrow on the 28th of May at 3 p.m., we are going to have another session, which will be about emerging GST issues due to COVID-19. It will be held with CA Sushil Kumar Goyal. He is the Vice Chairman of GST and Indirect Taxes Committee of the ICAI. Please do remember to register for this session, and we will all see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining in. And once again, a very big thank you to Shekhar sir. Sir, please do keep coming back on our sessions, and we would love to learn from you. It was very, very nice to hear you.
Thank you. Mr. Sushil Goyal is presently the chairman of Indirect Tax Committee.
Okay.
He's not
right.
vice chairman.
Okay. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
that correction. Yeah.
Thank you, Shikhar sir. Thank you, Preeti ji.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Shikhar sir, it was really very useful and really motivating session. And really, I too was much motivated because before the session also you have taught me so many things, and it actually is very helpful for me too. So with this,
Thank you.
I would like to conclude, and we all know that we are all there and are in the lockdown situation, and we want to again work. And anyhow, we know that it's all about our mindset, but we can always adopt to this new normal and can be at home and still be GST compliant. So for this, we can work from home with ClearText. ClearText has it always assure you the conveyance. It's a cloud-based software to complete your written filings from home, access it anywhere, anytime. And it also helps you to collaborate with your team members so that you can assign some work to them. They can work on their own on the same login ID. Apart from that, you can also communicate better with your clients using this ClearText software. You can file your income tax return, you can file your TDS return, GST returns. Also, there are a lot many features like reconciliations and all, and the reports, other things, which you can use it and can make your life little easy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.